Yes, true love.
Yes, true love is a many splendored thing. We are here in the studio on a program called American in Yerevan with Dina MK
and Steven Oxner
on 103.0 Radio Von. And tonight we are talking about another many splendid thing, the music industry, because yesterday was the beginning of Eurovision.
Yay.
Eurovision, which this year is taking place as we speak, as far as I know, in some way. Or maybe it's going to continue taking place in Stockholm, Sweden.
Yeah, each year they pick the winners, like the next year,
of the previous
year.
Hosted. That's how they picked. Yes,
Exactly.
because last year Måns Zelmerlöw.
Yeah.
Do you remember how to pronounce that name? Måns Zelmerlöw. Zelmerlöw from Sweden won the contest with the song Heroes.
Hero. We are the heroes of our time.
Yeah, right. So they were the victors last year, and that's why Sweden has hosted this year's Eurovision Song Contest 2016.
And we were performing last night. We were performing under number 7, the lucky number. Remember?
Wow, it was number 7, right?
Yeah,
I didn't think about that. That's my favorite number.
Yeah, that's your favorite number.
Wow. That's why she sang so well.
Yeah.
And she was so confident.
I bet.
She had such long legs.
Yeah.
Such a long cape.
Long hair.
Sung
Awesome
long high notes.
Look.
Yeah.
Yeah, she was awesome. She was flawless.
Really, there wasn't a feeling at all that she was an
Performing
underdog.
live?
Well, no, there was a feeling that she was performing live. I see what you mean, because there were no mistakes, really. Yeah, she sang just flawlessly. But also her presence on the stage was so
energetic.
Strong. It was energetic, and it also wasn't frantic. There was no kind of like frantic hysteria, like what you would think is like a hustle bustle. I want to say the word "suita."
Really confident because she's actually a model.
Oh,
besides
she's
being
model,
a singer,
so she's used to the stage.
She's used to the stage.
She's used to showing those
all
legs to everybody.
She's gorgeous, Yvette.
She was definitely gorgeous last night, and I think that it would be great if she won.
We were watching
Then we would be
Eurovision
hosting
here.
it next year, right?
Yeah.
You were watching it, and
at our kitchen here at Radio Van.
Yeah.
And when she sang like the highest note, you know, there is this highest note that we were like waiting with our fingers crossed, so she could manage to sing it real well. And when she did, we were like, yeah! Jumping around. Apres. Good job. Yeah, so we were like really enjoyed last night's evening, and hoping that she will do exactly the same. If not better.
Yeah.
If it's possible. Tomorrow. It's already tomorrow. No. I'm sorry. Tomorrow is the second semifinal.
Is the second semifinal, and then she will perform again on Thursday? No, on Friday?
So tomorrow Saturday.
On Saturday she'll be performing again.
So we hope that she gets enough
for some time.
rest. Her voice gets enough energy, and
she can breathe that clean Stockholm air for a few days
just
and
rock
walk around.
the stage.
And we hope that you will stay with us for the next hour and 53 minutes. Right now we're going to listen to the winner of last year's contest, Måns Zelmerlöw from Sweden, singing Heroes. Stick around. We're still here with Dina MK
and Steven Oxner
on a program that is sponsored by Mosaic
Sky Restaurants.
Listening to Andre Without Your Love here on 103.0 Radio Von. Even though we know we're always with your love, we are never without your love. And if you would like to shower us with your love, you can call us here at 560-901 to talk some English.
English.
We have that new country jingle. English. Seems like we're in Arkansas. That song, as far as I understand, was the first Armenian. The song we were just listening to, "Without Your Love," was the first Armenian participant of Eurovision?
It was in 2006 when Andre was first. He was the first participant in Eurovision with this song.
Awesome.
And he was so nervous.
I
and
can
it was
imagine.
like the entire nation was stuck to their TVs.
Come on, Andre.
Yeah.
Do it.
Yeah.
Make us proud. Make us proud.
Yeah.
It's interesting how many times that's probably happened in the history of the world, because something that I've learned recently is that Eurovision has been around since 1956.
Yeah.
1956,
Quite
that's
old.
60 years. I didn't know that at all. And people have been casting votes, listening to the radio and watching television since 1956. And then something else that I learned recently is that ABBA was the winner in 1974 from Sweden.
Yeah, with their
And so-
Waterloo. Waterloo. Na, 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 na,
Oh, with that
na,
song.
na, na.
Okay. Wow. Amazing. History is opening up to me. And also
Yeah.
Celine Dion, right?
Yeah.
She was from Switzerland in 1988. The year I was born. In 1988, Celine Dion became famous and Stephen Oxner appeared on the Earth.
That was a great year
It was a
for our
great year.
planet Earth, I think.
Also, Bucks Fizz got their start in 1981 from the United Kingdom. And then, this is an interesting fact. The highest scoring winner ever was, who won the contest in Moscow, Russia in 2009 was Alexander Rybak from
Rybak.
Norway, which is
I'm
it's
in
a
love.
suspiciously Russian-sounding last
Yeah.
name.
I'm in love with a fairy tale.
He was singing I'm
Yeah.
in love with a fairy tale, and his last name is Rybak.
Rybak,
That
yeah.
is terrible.
Sailor? No,
That is
fisherman.
too easy.
And he just
So I
got
guess
out.
he threw his net out and caught the golden fish.
Yeah, that's exactly what happened. She just got out. He just got out on stage without any show. It was him alone singing a really simple song, and he was playing the violin. That's it.
So he didn't have a track? He wasn't singing with a track or anything?
No,
Wow.
it was a really, really simple.
Well, I can imagine that would
song.
get high votes, especially from seeing how much really very well produced and very well displayed technology is used in Eurovision. Unbelievable. The holograms.
This year's, yeah, it was cool.
Just
I
crazy.
love it.
It was like an ocean of waves on the stage. All kinds of
a lot of.
fake but not fake people appearing on the stage all over the place. But can you tell me some more about Armenia's start and participation within this contest? Because out of the 60 years, we have been participating for only 10.
Yeah.
Yeah?
And I can tell, short. Each time we come in, I'm gonna tell a little information.
little bit of-
yeah, portions.
Little tidbit. Give us a little taste
Okay.
of Armenia. Yeah, okay.
So, as we learned, first year we participated was 2006 with Andre singing Without Your Love. We got the 7th, yeah,
Wait, you won 7th
Yeah.
place?
with 129 points.
What?
Yeah.
So there were, and in we will get an exact number later, but there are around 36 contestants or 36 countries, right, participating. And in that year, maybe it was the same, maybe 35, because Australia started last year,
Yeah.
which is not even close to Europe. I can understand why Australia is participating.
Yeah, I know this last year, and that's why we had one of our 6 singers that were representing Armenian song last year
Yeah,
was from Australia.
was from Australia.
Armenian with a girl with Armenian roots living in Australia and
Whoa.
singing opera.
Wow, interesting.
And 2007 was performed by Heiko.
Heiko, yeah, I remember
Yeah.
Heiko. Yeah,
And
of course.
the name of the song was Anytime You Need.
totally.
Yeah.
And what place did he take? Heiko? Do you remember?
I think. No, I'm gonna.
Well, it's not important who's
yeah.
the winner. What's important is that we all have a good time.
we'll check this information and tell you next time we come in. And now I think we're gonna listen to Molitva.
Yes, absolutely.
Yeah, which was performed by Serbia, and in 2007 it was the winner.
The winner of 2007, the first year that Heiko was the only year that Heiko participated in Eurovision?
Yeah.
Okay, so the second year of Armenia, the year that Heiko participated, this was the winner, Litma from Serbia. Listening to Demo Bilan, Believe.
The winner of 2008 Eurovision Song Contest.
Moving on in the history of Eurovision here. Since 2006, Armenia has been participating in what is, I think, in the near future, as soon as somewhere like, I don't know, like somewhere like Australia, for example, wins, and they have to host it, we're gonna have to change the name. Because it can't be called Eurovision if it doesn't at least take place in Europe.
What does the United States take part in?
Oh, it will be there. I have a feeling it will be very soon. Yeah, but I imagine that they're a little bit afraid of that because there's this kind of like a little bit of
jealousy?
No, not jealousy, but it's kind of like basketball. Like basketball in the Olympics is a completely unfair competition because America has an enormous business of basketball, an enormous culture of basketball, just in the same way that America does with music. So it might be kind of like unfair if Beyonce starts taking place in Eurovision.
The rest of the stuff would just go home. I'm going home.
From 2018, in the history of Eurovision, America began participating, and Beyonce won 6 years in a row.
Did you know that this year at the final, Justin Timberlake is gonna sing?
No way.
Yeah.
Yeah. So can you see? So he's like a special guest.
Yeah.
Can you imagine if Justin Timberlake was participating? Oh, poor Portugal, their singer. I don't know who it was this year, but whoever Portugal had to go up against Justin Timberlake. Well, and the history has gotten more and more complex as we've gone along. Part of the idea that the European Broadcasting Union had when they began Eurovision was a way to bring the countries together after the war, because the war tore apart the whole continent. Everyone was trying to pick up the pieces after the devastating events of World War II. And these countries, Belgium, France, Germany, Italy, Luxembourg, the Netherlands, and Switzerland all got together and they said, okay, let's do something with the European Broadcasting Union. Yeah, to unite. And they based it off of a music festival that had been going on in Italy already, but the first one was in Switzerland. And interestingly enough, each country got to submit 2 songs, but there were only 7 of them.
Didn't know that.
So, you know, it was a different situation. If every country today in 2016 got to present 2 songs, it would be a really long festival. 2 songs, 4 times.
No way.
36. I don't even. I failed.
Counting
calculus in high school.
So let's remember counting.
You I failed counting. Tell us some more about 2008, please.
Okay, let's change the subject. Okay, let's not forget that this contest was just about peace, about uniting people, uniting people in music. Mm-hmm. So, and I think that's the best thing to continue this concept of this contest, and not to put some politics in it and, some political issues.
Do you think that has been a successful a concept that has lived on within Eurovision?
Well, this is my wish for it, but I'm not sure if it has, Steven.
Well, you've been there. Come on, tell me something about it.
Well, this is like kind of like a little musical war going on there because
That is so
everybody
interesting.
is smiling at each
Yeah,
other and
yeah.
wishing each other good luck, and everybody loves each other and taking pictures, etc. But inside,
Yeah, they all have daggers behind their eyes.
Yeah, and inside, deep inside, they wish each other's microphone go off.
Oh, whoa.
Well,
That sounds crazy.
yeah.
Has there ever been any kind of sabotage? Any kind of like
Stephen, you're
dramatic
asking
stories?
interesting questions.
very
Okay,
interesting
I'll
questions.
tell this little secret that
Okay.
a lot of people might not know.
Okay, let's hear it.
Last year, well, like I told you during our music break, there is this one. There's exactly the same concert right before the day when we actually see the Eurovision live.
So,
on
like
the TV.
yesterday was the day when we saw it, and so the
Day
day before
number 2.
yesterday, the day before yesterday was the jury, the panel,
Exactly.
the jury panel contest, right? Or
Exactly. So this is a really important performance actually because jury takes a big role in the voting with giving points to each participant.
Oh.
And jury
so-
consists of different
Oh.
of people from different countries.
This is interesting. Okay.
Yeah. So
And
you
is it
see
different
what
countries?
kind of
All
things-
of the countries? Is there an Armenian representation in the
Yes.
jury?
Yes, there is. So you see what kind of thing can be going on there.
Oh, and they're the professionals. Like,
yeah.
Yeah, they're the ones who know.
So
And they don't talk to each other and make deals ever, I'm sure.
ever no
About what's going to happen next year or the year after, depending on what happens this year.
No, Stephen, this is
That couldn't happen.
ever.
It's
so
undemocratic.
last year when we had our final concert,
Uh-huh.
right, jury
Yeah.
voting concert,
Oh, okay, yeah.
a day before the important
Mhm.
concert that was shown on the TV,
Mhm.
we had a really nice performance start our country's song, Armenia. So
Oh. Was it Isai?
it was Yesai, it was
Uh-huh.
Mary Jean, it was Tamar.
Oh, it was
it was-
genealogy.
yeah,
right?
it was
okay,
genealogy. Yeah.
genealogy. And?
And Inga, the
Uh-huh.
main voice
Uh-huh.
of the song,
Yeah.
her microphone went off.
It got turned off? Did it have like dead batteries or something? What happened?
I don't know. No one knows.
Oh.
So this is something that, well, a little secret. So please don't tell to anybody.
Okay. Once again, this happened on our last episode too.
Yeah.
Once again, we are on the air, broadcasting not only to all of Yerevan,
Really?
but we are broadcasting to the entire world. You can go on, call all of your friends in Europe and in Australia, since apparently Australia is a part of Europe, and tell them to go on radiovan.fm to see us and listen to what Ina just said and asked me not to share with you.
Well,
And we'll keep continuing on
you know the
with
worst
the paradoxes
thing about
of our relationship.
it's because the worst thing about this was that only Armenia had this kind of accident. With the
Oh,
mic.
so you're thinking it was like one of our neighbors? One of the
Maybe.
neighbors to the left
Could
or the
be,
right?
Could be. Could be.
Oh
Could be.
no! Gosh. Okay. Well, let's maybe let's kind of give that a break.
And
go-
let's
can we go-
remind
uh-huh.
our listeners, please, each time we come back on, we'll remind our listeners, English speakers especially who live abroad, please vote for Iveta Mukuchan, our strong, our beautiful, our energetic girl from Armenia.
Powerhouse. I would
Power-
call her a powerhouse.
Power bomb.
A power bomb. It's not quite. Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
A power bomb.
Okay, beauty bomb.
Yeah. Don't forget to vote because there are lots of Armenians in the world, and
Yeah.
your,
Unite.
your vote counts unless you're in America, because America is not a part of Europe, even though Australia is. Right now we're going to listen to Sirusho.
Yeah,
Can you tell us about something
of
about
course,
Sirusho?
Of course. In 2008, Sirusho got the 4th place in Eurovision Song Contest.
Okay.
With her song.
We're moving up. It was 7th place, then
yeah.
it was some place, and then now it's 4th.
With her song Kele Kele, which actually was really, really popular in Europe.
Can you tell me what Kele Kele means?
He's like, come on, come on.
Come on, come on. Okay, so we're going to listen to
Come on,
Shirusho
come on.
with Come On, Come On here. Don't go away. We're having a big party day about Eurovision here on American Yerevan on 103.0 Radio Fun, Fun, Fun.
It hurts, 'cause I don't care if I lose my mind. I'm already cursed.
Just listening to the Rybak.
Alexander Rybak, the winner of 2009 in Eurovision contest. I think he got the most points.
Yeah, of all time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Amazing.
And in 2009, Inga and Anush were representing Armenia with their song Can Can.
Oh, I love that song. Cool.
Yeah, and we got the 10th place.
Got 10th place that
Yeah.
year. Well, 10th place. 10th place. Not too bad.
Not too bad.
Not too bad.
And in the first semifinal, we got the 5th place.
Whoa. Hey, nice. Nice.
Yeah.
This
So,
is interesting. In 1980, can you imagine what country had their debut in Eurovision?
no.
Morocco.
Oh, no.
Morocco, a
Africa.
country that is located in Africa,
A real
is
Europe.
also a part of Eurovision. So, God forbid they win, because then next year they're going to have to host it, and we'll have to figure out another name for Eurovision.
Afrovision.
Afrovision.
Let's see who's gonna perform. What countries are going to perform tomorrow?
Okay, great.
Number 1 is Latvia.
Latvia.
Yeah, Poland, Switzerland, Israel, Belarus, Serbia, Ireland, Macedonia, Lithuania, Australia, Slovenia, Bulgaria, Denmark, Ukraine. Oh, I love the song Ukraine by
Oh.
Jamala. I think you've heard it.
I've heard that song.
Yeah.
Okay.
No, I'm gonna vote for them after.
You are?
Yeah, because we cannot vote for
Oh,
our
we can't
own
vote
country.
for our own country.
So we can vote for the countries that we like.
Well, I hope that Esai is not listening to us today, because he's singing for France this year, and you're not
Yeah.
voting for him, obviously.
Yesai is not singing for France.
He's not?
No.
I thought he was singing for France this year.
No, he was singing in Genealogy last year.
Last year.
Yeah.
And you're not allowed to sing for more than 1 year in a row or something?
No, well, you are.
Oh, you are?
Yeah,
Okay.
he could. He could
You could
do that.
if you wanted to.
Yeah.
Ah.
Then it goes Norway, Georgia. By the way, Georgia. By the way,
Mm-hmm.
Jamala is half Armenian.
Half Armenian?
Mm-hmm.
In what way? What do you mean?
I think her grandma. Or
Oh,
somebody is Armenian.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
So she's got some Armenian blood. Oh, that's kind of
And-
sly. You're kind of even voting for Armenia this
yeah.
year.
And besides, we could also do the same thing for Georgia, because the Georgian performers, there's also an Armenian
Singer.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Nika Kocharov,
Uh-huh.
which is Kocharyan, and young Georgian Lolitas. This is the name of the performance that represents Georgia this year,
Uh-huh. Which will be tomorrow.
which will be tomorrow, and they're Armenians. So
Mhm.
we have 3
so watch
Armenians.
them. We have a lot of
this
chances
year.
for Armenia to kind of win, or possibly really win this year.
Yeah. And there goes Albania and Belgium. So 18 participants tomorrow.
Uh-huh. Uh-huh. Okay.
We'll see how it goes tomorrow, and we will cross our fingers for the final. And Iveta is going to perform in the second part of the final contest.
When you were talking about the politics of the jury voting and how all of this has changed and turned into kind of like a game,
Mm-hmm.
I thought about the slogan for this year, because the slogan for this year is "Come Together," which doesn't really seem to fit what you're talking about in terms of what is actually going on.
Come together under the love wave.
Come together under the love wave. That should be the slogan, really. That should be the slogan. Absolutely. But last year was in Vienna, and the slogan was building
Bridges.
Yes. And you were there, Ina.
Yes.
Can you tell us why? Why were you there?
Come on. Oh, because I kind of happened to write the lyrics for the song.
You kind of happened to write the lyrics for the song, the genealogy sang
Yeah.
there.
Face the shadow.
And you were there, as far as I understand, for a week. A whole week you spent in Vienna. Can you tell me
Yeah.
something about Vienna? Because it's on my list of places to see before
It's a
kick the
definitely places. One of the must places to visit. It's when they say a museum under an open sky, it's one of the cities I really picture in my head. Is Vienna. It is the beautiful. I mean, you look at a building, and they say that this is a building where people live, but it looks like a castle.
Oh,
The
wow.
architectural.
It's just like an apartment.
Yeah. And I was like, oh,
Wow.
cool apartment.
Cool. I want to live in a castle apartment.
Yeah, I had a chance to see some sites, to go to a music museum, which was awesome. It was great.
Oh, man. A
Yeah.
music museum in Vienna. Talk about some history.
Yeah. And also I visited their opera house and one of their performances, which I expected to be like an 18.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to
We had
interrupt
a
you.
caller?
We had a caller.
Oh.
I wonder if they're still there. Let's see. Hello.
Well, let's check.
Oh, they
Check.
hung
Please
up
try
on us.
again. Try again.
All right,
Try again.
Try again.
We're
Call us
waiting
back.
for a
Sorry we
call.
missed your call. Tell us, what were you saying about Vienna? I'm sorry.
Yeah, I happened to be at. I had a chance to see a performance, Cinderella, at their opera house.
Cool.
And you know what? Actually, I expected it to be like an 18th century dressed up, like a ball thing. But I kind of was. I was kind of disappointed because it was a modern performance.
Oh, it was
Yeah.
re-envisioned.
Yeah, modern staging. And well, it was still cool. It was still cool, but next time. So I'll leave this for next time.
Okay.
I'll make sure that I see some real Viennnish.
Viennnish. Some real classical opera.
Opera, yeah.
Well,
And-
right.
And also, I have to mention, Steven,
Yes.
their hot dogs, the Austrian
Yes.
real
The Vienna
hot dogs. They were awesome.
To die for.
Mm-hmm.
Oh.
This is one of the things I really miss about Vienna.
Oh.
Yeah, and the ribs and stuff. So I tried the must try, and I visited the must see places, basically. So this was a week full of emotions, educational experience, and also the experience of sitting on a huge stage with 100,000 listeners
Wow.
there. And one of the great moments when you look at the screen, there were lots of screens there. Of course, when you look at the screen, and when you were really, really excited about Armenia performing like in a couple of minutes, and you read your name. Yeah, it was really thrilling adrenaline. So those were the highlight moments there that I will keep with me on my life journey.
Right now we're going to listen to Anusha and Inga. Nordpar.
Yeah.
Which means what?
A new dance.
A new dance. Now we're going to listen to a new dance, which you said was the participant in which year? In 2000?
In 2009, they participating with the song John John.
Oh, with John John.
Yeah.
And this is a different song by them. Right, Nordpar. Coming up. And we're still here. Don't go away. We're here till 11 every Wednesday and Friday on American in Yerevan with Ina and Kay.
And Steven Oxner. And dear caller, call us back. 560-901.
Listening to Pioneer here on a very special evening of American in Yerevan, where Stephen is learning all of the ins and outs of Eurovision.
And this was a Hungary participant this year's participant.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Amazing how so many of these people from all over what you would think is Europe. Oh, we have a caller.
Oh, yeah.
Let's see. Hello? Oh, we missed them
no.
again.
Come on.
Don't give up hope. Don't abandon us. We can still answer your call.
Do it, miss? Oh, there it goes again, I think.
Here we go.
Yeah.
Okay. Hello.
Good evening, Steve.
Oh,
Good
hello,
evening.
and
Irene.
Gina Jan.
Irene.
Spanish.
Irene, we heard the song that you dedicated to
Thank you for
Steven.
dedicating a song to me, Irene.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay.
It's okay, don't worry.
How are you doing this night?
This fine Wednesday evening, we're having quite a special evening. I have a migraine today, if you can
Yeah.
believe it.
I know.
You know?
Yes.
Have
How
you?
From
come?
Lulu.
Lulu told you?
And I decided to
Oh.
dedicate you the song in order
To make you feel
be
better.
Yes.
That's right when I started feeling better.
You sent a magic song to
You spent some-
Steven,
yeah,
Irene.
thank you, Irene.
You know, as
You see what
to-
the good energy does to people?
Yeah,
Yeah.
I see now.
Yes,
As
Irene,
for
go ahead.
ahead.
the contest, I just wanted to say that until 2015, I was completely indifferent. I didn't like the contest because, I'm not fond of pop music at all, except for some exceptions like Madonna or Sir Elton John. But last year, they offered so many beautiful songs that I began to be interested in the contest.
Oh, okay.
This year, my favorite performances are the song from Australia.
Wow.
I liked it very much. It's rather similar to British music style as a kind of cold music. And I liked it very much. And I liked the song of the Netherlands, Slow Down.
Slow down.
Yes, it is called Slow Down.
It seems like a song of your philosophy a little bit. Was it the lyrics that got you, Irene?
Sorry?
Was it the lyrics that
you love?
hooked you?
Yes, and the music.
And the music as well.
Yes,
Okay.
as well.
Okay.
And so my mom said it's rather demodé song, retro, but I liked it. I'm 90 years old, don't forget, the Queen of the United Kingdom.
And by the way, this guy from Netherlands was flirting with our Iveta during one of the interviews that I earlier
Was he?
watched.
Very
Yeah.
interesting.
And then the Russia song, it's of course not a piece of art at all, but it is a real hit. So I expect it to win this year. Of course, all performers are, how do you say, after our Iveta.
Yes, of course. Behind.
Yes,
Far
yes.
behind.
I always had a problem with those nasty prepositions.
That's fine. You have a
After
teacher.
into, in,
Under.
Under.
Through.
I
Over.
hate them, but don't tell anybody.
Oh,
You
you and Ina keep telling us not to say things to people when we're on the air.
You know, recently I listened to your program and I say
Stays
I
between
don't
us.
like Ina's voice at all because I say either Ina is sad or she's too tired. Is it so, Ina?
Ina, are you
Today?
sad or tired?
Oh no, I just feel sympathy
Yeah,
towards
it's sympathy
Steven.
pain.
Yeah, because he has such a bad headache tonight, so I'm trying to be on the same wave with him.
Yeah, it's consideration is
Yeah.
what it's called.
You see, Irene? Irene, I'm gonna tell you something that, well, you said that you don't really like pop music and especially Eurovision, and I know a person, that is so agree with you. This is my dad. He sometimes said that, I'm trying to translate it. Yeah, he says crapovision.
Crapovision.
I agree
Oh.
with him.
That's like my stepdad always used to say when I was listening to hip hop. I would try to explain to him that it's not hip
Tupac?
hop.
Did you like Tupac?
No, not. Oh, I did like Tupac, but I was listening to hip hop, which is different from rap. But my stepfather Richard does not understand the difference, and he would always say, "Well, you can't spell crap without the word rap."
You know, one day I was listening to Tiziano Ferro, an Italian singer. My mother was listening to it with me, and she, after a while, she said, "This is maybe the Italian R&B."
This is Italian R&B.
Italian rabbis. Italian vetsut.
But vetsut is not a genre of music.
Yeah, true. That's true.
Watch it.
Watch it. Yeah. We have some ABC correct.
Ina, do you have a song you'd like to listen to this evening?
Yes, let's listen to the representative of, say, Australia.
Okay,
But
absolutely.
I don't remember
You
her
don't
name.
remember. We'll find it. We'll find the
Okay.
song. As always, it's a pleasure. Do you have any special
name
messages
is
you would like to give to
Dami
Lulu
Im.
tonight?
No.
What if she's listening, though?
Aw,
Oh,
aw,
oh,
come on.
come on.
Kille.
That's a good translation, Ina. Kele.
Kelly, come
Thank
on,
you.
come
Come
on.
on.
Thank you.
Though I didn't like the song. Okay.
Well, the name of the song representing Australia is Sound of Silence.
Yes. Let's keep
presented-
silence.
yeah.
Don't speak.
Well, if we keep silence, we won't listen to the song. Don't speak. I know what you're thinking.
Okay,
Okay.
Ina, we should probably go to our next song and then find this song from
Yeah,
Australia.
Irene will do our best to find the song for you tonight.
Okay. Have a
And-
good day.
And hope you have a nice evening. And thanks, as always, for calling and making our evening even brighter.
Thank you, too.
Bye-bye.
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 I tricked you. You're not alone. We're
We were
still
listening
here.
to our MP3. You're not alone.
Three singing
Yeah.
You're Not Alone. And that was in what year, Ina?
That was 2 years ago.
2 years ago. That would be 2014.
And we got in 2014, and we got the 4th place.
That was 4th place?
Yeah.
Awesome.
Yeah, we got like 174 points in the final, which is pretty good.
174 points. Sounds like a pretty good number. 174.
Yeah,
Rolls off the tongue quite
and
easily.
Adam was among the favorites that year. Yeah, there were a lot of people who really loved this song, not only in Armenia but also around Europe. And we also earlier listened to Eva Rivas, who performed in 2010 during Eurovision with the song Apricot Stone. And we had the 7th place that year. So again,
Apricot
number
Stone
7.
is it's such a national
Yeah.
song.
It's about it has all history in it. Apricot stone hidden in my hand, given back to me from the motherland.
That's awesome.
A little piece for Stephen to remind.
A little bit of a little piece for me, just to remember.
And speaking about
So-
apricots, I wonder if Mosaic has some dishes with apricots.
Oh,
Do you
that's a
think?
good question. I'm trying
They
to remember
should.
if there was anything there. Mosaic Sky Restaurant, if you're wondering why we have brought this up, is our show sponsor, the official show sponsor of American in Yerevan. And I can't remember. That's a really good question.
I think we should suggest in case they don't have,
In case that they don't.
because they have so many Armenian zests.
Well, here's something. We've talked about this one before, the salad with duck breast.
Uh-huh.
It has dried fruits, and I think I
Should
remember
have.
one of those dried fruits being apricots.
Should we?
If you have a chance to go to Mosaic Sky Restaurant on the 17th floor of 15 Horonatsi at the Elite Plaza. Try the salad with duck breast. It's a duck breast baked on coals. It's not baked with an electric oven. It's baked on coals. And it's on lettuce leaves with almond chips and pickled pear and dried fruits. And there's this amazing butter cheese dressing that they have that goes with it. Usually I'm a kind of person who asks for the dressing on the side because I like to have, like a good portion of dressing with my salad. But when it comes to the salad with duck breast and this butter cheese dressing that they have on there, I don't order it on the side. I just ask for it as much as possible. On the salad.
Steven,
because it's perfect.
Do you like fish?
I'm not a huge fan of fish.
And I love fish and seafoods.
You do?
And I would like to share one recipe that contains fish in it, if you don't mind.
I don't.
It is fish wok salad.
Fish wok salad.
Yeah.
Oh.
It has vegetables cooked in Oriental style by stir-fry method in the wok pan.
In the wok pan.
Yeah,
it's a
special pan.
Right.
Trimmed with slices of sterlet and rudd.
I haven't tried that one, but maybe I'll try it. Because there are quite a few things that I had never tried duck breast before. Mm-hmm. I had tried goose breast. I had a very tragic hunting adventure in Nebraska when I was a child, where I killed a goose, and we ate the goose breast, and it was awful. And so I kind of imagined duck breast being the same before I ordered it, but then I ordered it, and I was just stunned. Absolutely stunned. So maybe I would be stunned by the starlet and rudd as well.
And I know that duck is considered a delicacy, especially in Chinese cuisine.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and I know that it needs special treatment, like they hold it for several days in special spices so the meat gets ready and gets soft enough for cooking. So it's quite a hassle. I mean, quite a work with this.
It's a big process to create it.
Yeah.
I can't speak personally for that process because I'm not a pro, but the pros are in the kitchen at Mosaic Sky Restaurant on the 17th and what is now open the 18th floor of the Elite Plaza, the Sky Bar, where you can sit on furniture that glows from the inside and drink in the night sky,
and
which has been
music.
Quite changing.
Yeah,
I think that's the reason I have the migraine today, is because the weather has been changing so much. But it would be a great time to go right now and sit on that rooftop.
Yeah, we should check it out. Maybe
sip a cocktail
after we have our show.
Oh, good idea. Maybe you should hop on by to Mosaic Sky Bar and see if we're there. For now, we're going to listen to it. Are you ready? We're going to listen to it.
Sure.
Are you ready?
Yes,
Because
definitely.
This is the song that Ina traveled to Vienna with last year. Face the Shadow by Genealogy. Don't go away. We're still here for a few more minutes on American in Yerevan with the Ina MK.
And Steven Oxner.
Playing.
Going on.
Thank you.
Reliving the moments of 2015 in Vienna with Genealogy.
Such a nostalgic atmosphere here right now.
So we were talking about it while we were listening. It's really I think that maybe it's a little too well composed for Eurovision. They're like they said. Did you watch that movie Amadeus?
Yes.
Remember after he had the premiere of his opera, there was that delegate from the there's like a minister of culture or something was like talking about it. He was like, what do you? Well, he was asking. Someone was asking what he thought about it. He was like, I think there were a lot of notes, too many notes. That's probably what they would say about this song from last year. Too many notes, just too many notes.
So it's so weird to imagine somebody criticizing Mozart, who is from Vienna, by the way.
Yes, bringing it
Austria.
all back around.
Yeah, everything's connected.
We don't have much time left, so I would just like to say that one of the most interesting. There are lots of different rules about Eurovision that I learned about. Like for a while, you could only have one performer, then you could have two performers, then you could have six. Now it's up to six performers on the stage. Performers can't perform perform for two countries in the same year, which makes a lot of sense, right? There can't be any lyrics, speeches, or gestures, or political
It's
statements.
all about music.
It's all about music. There's no political thing going on. There's no swearing or unacceptable language, which is very, very cool because, children are watching it for sure across
Love,
the globe.
unity, peace.
And here's one: no live animals.
Oh, it's a
I
bummer.
have a feeling that this was because probably Kusturica tried to enter one year, and he wanted to bring some chickens and some goats to add as sound
Goose.
effects, and they told him no, he didn't get in, and they added that rule.
And somebody could
No
bring
live
along
animals on the stage at
the
Eurovision.
show. You remember that we spoke about the other time on April the 1st?
On April 1st, right? Which was
that show with the white lions. I forgot. Yeah.
Right, yes. Oh,
Somebody could bring along that.
you can't have a bunch of Siberian white tigers on the stage either. Yeah, so.
Oh, too bad.
So when America gets to be in Eurovision, there won't be any shows from Las Vegas coming, that's for sure.
Cirque du Soleil will not be there. Well, it could, maybe.
Maybe.
Oh, because, I think Russia brought along Cirque du Soleil one of the years Eurovision.
No way.
Yeah,
really?
I think that happened. Yeah.
Oh, man. The Cirque shows in Russia are awesome.
And finally, what we're going to do now.
Yes, here we go. This is our promotion. All of you listening abroad, I know you're listening, Yvette,
Yes.
in the UK. And I know you're listening, Daniel, in Spain. I know you're listening, Mom, in Colorado. Well, I guess you can't vote.
And I know you're listening there, Gohard in Belgium, Brussels.
Yes, Gohard. We know
Gohard.
you're there.
Gohard, Herine, Annie.
We are going to put on Love Wave here, which was, if you want to go on our page, we're going to put the video on our page as well to check out her amazing performance that happened yesterday. She's in the semifinals, so she'll be on again on Saturday.
Yeah.
Yvette, please rest your voice and rest your legs before Saturday, because you will need both of them to win. And everyone,
and spread the love wave.
Spread the love wave
all
and
around
vote
Europe.
for Armenia. We're going to win this year, and then we're going to host it next year.
Yay!
It's been a pleasure here with you, Ina, with you as always, Irene.
And with you, Steven.
We'll
and
be back
also,
on
yes,
Friday.
don't forget to vote. Yeah,
Yes, right? Don't
France.
forget to vote over there in France.
I keep remembering people.
Yeah. We'll be back on Friday, as always, here on American in Yerevan with Ina MK.
And Steven Oxner.
The sirens, you took over my